You're the Sunday Footy Show. Don't forget, though, the Footy Show Thursday night will be absolutely massive. 8:30, get this, Chris Judd, Luke Hodge, Hughesy Spray, your blokes, Carlton. We'll get to Levi in a moment. And we'll head to Perth for the preview of the big one, the Derby, with Mark Lacroix and Aaron Sandilands live from the Crown Sports Bar. It will be a monster show Thursday night at 8:30 right here on the mighty Channel 9. Collingwood and Carlton yesterday, Lorno, you were there, and the Blues were competitive for much of the game but couldn't get it done against Collingwood, who are back from the wilderness after 6 weeks.
Yeah, this game didn't reach great heights, Hutchie, but the Pies got the job done in the end. For Solo and Reid, 8 between them. Swanee was magnificent. And for the Blues, Murphy and Cripps. Murphy aligned at times. He was brilliant yesterday. And Cripps' last quarter, you had to be there to see how good this young fella is with his clearances and work. And Levi Casboult, I guess he kicked 2 goals yesterday, kicked the first goal of the game. Levi, thanks for joining us. Just the skill level of the Blues. I think that, would you say at the end of the day, that's what hurt you from getting the 4 points?
Yeah, definitely. It's probably cost us over the last sort of month or so, or probably all year, but yeah, definitely over the last sort of month. Our effort's been there, but just our skill has let us down, which has caused us to defend off a short pitch.
Yeah, Johnny Barker, it was interesting through the week. I was there able to watch the VFL beforehand. Chris Yarran and Troy Menzel were playing VFL football. Is he starting to get a bit harder on the standards of the Carlton Football Club and the players? Even if he's not the coach for next year, he's making some strong demands?
Yeah, that was something straight away Johnny brought in, that if we're not going to play the way that he wants us to play and to the standards that not just him but the leadership group set as well, then it doesn't matter who you are, you're going to pay the price. And, you know, Chris is a great player, and when he's up and going, he's really valuable to our side, but we need him up there.
You guys got it in 7 more times than the Magpies yesterday, so it wasn't a lack of effort, but I thought that a lot of your players, particularly half forwards, would just wander into space and stand there without moving. Obviously makes it hard for you and Lockie Henderson and those sort of guys. Is there a no-go area? Because it just seemed like a lot of the smaller players running through there had no idea where the space was.
No, there's not really a no-go area. I guess it's just if you... I guess it comes down to the individual player. If you see the space and think you can get it, you go. So I guess we're probably a side who's playing a little bit down on confidence at the moment, and if you're up on confidence, you probably go for it.
What about your own form, mate? You're starting to feel a bit more comfortable out there. Last couple of years you've been in and out a little bit, but you're starting to feel like you really belong and nailing down that centre-half forward position.
Yeah, it's been good the last 2 years. I've only missed 4 games, so to get that consistency in my game has been good, and I guess now starting to find my feet, get a bit more confidence week to week, being able to kick my couple of goals.
Where's your best? Do you like playing in the ruck a bit too, or do you feel like you'd love to just stay at home deep in the 50 there?
I like staying in 50. I like playing as a forward, but obviously sometimes it can be hard to get a kick down there, so it's nice to run around the ruck as well. So.
Levi, you've always been a really good, one of the best in the competition with the contested marks, but in the last couple of years you probably haven't made the most of the opportunities, but this year you seem to have come on in leaps and bounds with your goal kicking. Do you put that down to the work with Sav Rocker, or is it just the practice?
Both. You'd have to put it down to a bit of work with Sav. He's been really good for me in the club every week, just getting out with me having a kick and just trying to knuckle down on a couple of the key focuses that we've done, and then other than that it's just getting out on the track and working on it.
And you just feel now like when you're coming in from 40 out, you're just expecting to kick the goal now, whereas in the past you might have sort of been thinking, gee, I'm not sure what's going to happen here?
Yeah, definitely. I feel a lot more confident in front of goals. Feel that every time I'm lining up that I'm a chance to kick it, so it's definitely a better feeling.
Brownie, there was a bit of confusion at the ground yesterday with sling tackles. Let's take a look at them. I want to ask you, Levi, too, if you understand the rules. So this one was paid against Pasolo as a sling tackle. So we watch it again here. The player doesn't land on his head, but that was paid as a sling tackle. Good aggressive tackle. Then that one wasn't paid. Do you understand the difference between those two?
Not at all. Not at all. I would have thought the second one's the more dangerous one. I can't believe that the first one was paid as a free kick.
So can you tackle with intent, Levi, now? Like, would you have thought that they'd both be let go, those two?
Yeah, I didn't see the first one, so I saw the second one. Obviously it wasn't paid a free kick, but I guess for me, it's not really something I think about out there on how hard I go or not.
Surely, Stevie, or ball out shouldn't be a free kick, should it?
It's a contentious one, Lloydie. It's really hard to read. Sometimes you feel like you need to take the momentum with the bloke when you're tackling, and you've also got to worry about what's going to happen if he is to hit his head on the ground. So it's really hard, and I don't think it's any clearer than what it was at the start of the year.
Brad, I don't know about you. I've noticed players since the mid-season, incidents. I've noticed players actually, I reckon, making an effort not to sling or take players to the ground with excessive force, but every now and then an action that obviously makes the umpire go, oh, that looks dangerous, or that looks bad, and that's what happened yesterday again.
Actions I do love are the double cobra. Have a look at this young man sitting next to me. Does the double cobra against the Kangaroos, and we really like this sort of work when it happens. And you kicked it up to him. He's in front of all the fans. Got the 41 on his back. That must make you feel good. And then yesterday, you didn't let him down. You've come in, you've banged one against the Pies at the city end, and you've given it. You've gone the biceps first. Have a look at you, and then you've gone the other way. Fantastic.
I guess I kind of had to. They kind of pumped it up a bit. So I'd said to myself before the game, if the time was right, I'd do it. So first goal of the game was prime opportunity to do it.
Hey, Levi, what's your understanding on the coaching process? So are you expecting to have a coach named by the end of the season and moving forward? Yeah.
I'm not sure on the time frame of it. There's the panel in place to sort of pick that. So for the time being, JB's the one who's been picked for us for now, and we've thrown our full support behind him. And he's a good coach. He's got a good footy brain, and he relates to us well. So for now, we're really supportive of him.
Sometimes we get a bit confused out in the footy field, and it happened to you a couple of weeks ago with Big Cameron Wood. Can you talk us through this? You obviously weren't expecting this from Big Woody. Woody should have just ran in and kicked the goal.
I wasn't really looking. I kind of thought the mark should have been paid, so then I was looking for the umpire. And then Woody handballed it to me and bounced off me, and it was just a shambles.
And Lordo, what you didn't mention in his introduction is we've got a new father on our hands as well, as recently as Friday, I believe. Little boy, so another father-son prospect down the track for the Blues.
Yeah, maybe a couple more games.
What name?
Lonnie Charles.
There you go. Well done. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Great effort. Baby Friday plays Saturday and comes in on the show on Sunday. It's a great effort.
Magnificent. How's the good lady going? All right?
Yeah, she's doing well, recovering well.
Magnificent. The votes, Lordo?
The votes, it was dominated by midfielders. Dane Swan, 40 disposals and 3 goals. Scotty Pendlebury, Simon White went to him, but just couldn't go with Pendlebury for the day. Murphy was brilliant, and Paddy Cripps' last quarter nearly got them over the line.
Is he the rising star now?
I'd say yes.
2 horse.
Yeah.
Who you got ahead?
I still like Hogan, just purely position place, but you'd be happy with either. Both stars.
Yeah, probably Cripps just in front.
Cripps has gone ahead now.
I like Sard from the Gold Coast.
Okay. Fascinating. Thanks for coming in, Levi. We appreciate it.
No worries.
Levi Casboult joining us. Brisbane and the Gold Coast. You get all the prizes, by the way. You get that whole deck. You can back the truck up and take them all home. And magnificent, sensational deck of prizes for Levi. Go on, just a treat for the new baby at home as well.